On 26 January 2021, the nation woke up to the news of a change in military leadership by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari GCFR. By sheer providence, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao became one of the deserving beneficiaries of the change as he assumed office as the 21st Chief of the Air Staff. On his assumption of office, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao assured Nigerians that under his watch, the Nigerian Air Force, alongside the sister services, is poised to redouble its effort at providing the support and security necessary for the nation's development, whilst discharging its constitutional responsibilities to the government and law-abiding citizens. He also stated that the Nigerian Air Force under his leadership would leverage credible partnership while focusing on enhancing professionalism so as to promote performance and motivate initiatives that would create an enabling environment for successful operations. It was immediately evident that Air Marshal Amao's main strategic thrusts hinged on synergizing and partnering with the sister services and other security agencies, as well as a generality of stakeholders, towards achieving the Nigerian Air Force goal of maintaining peace, law, and order. Let's take a look at the summary of Nigerian Air Force in the last 12 months. On the 17th of March 2021, the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, undertook an operational tour of Nigerian Air Force units in Kaduna. The Chief of the Air Staff also took an operational tour of Nigerian Air Force units in Makurdi on 26th of March 2021. Under his watch, Nigerian Air Force airlifted COVID-19 relief materials to West African countries from 31st March 2021. In all, over 4,000 kilograms of COVID-19 relief materials were airlifted within the period. The vision of the Chief of the Air Staff is hinged largely on jointness, thus the visit of the Inspector General of Police to the Chief of the Air Staff on 21st April 2021. In continuation of manpower development as one of the components of his vision, the Chief of the Air Staff on 29th April 2021 winged more pilots to cater to the new platform's acquisition of the service. Multiple events were held in celebration of the Nigerian Air Force Day at 57. Telemedicine was launched on the 18th of May 2021 to improve access to health care for personnel and their families. The celebration also witnessed the induction of JF-17 Thunder multi-role aircraft into the Nigerian Air Force inventory on 20th May 2021. The Nigerian Air Force graduated 1,031 recruits on 4th June 2021. Visit of Inspector General of Senegalese Armed Forces to the Chief of the Air Staff on 29 June 2021 speaks volume of Air Marshal Amao's quest on foreign partnership. In the same partnership drive, the Pakistani Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff visited the Chief of the Air Staff on 1st July 2021. Nigerian Air Force winged 6 new helicopter pilots on 16th July 2021 who undertook their training in United Kingdom. In order to boost the morale of troops, the Chief of Army Staff and the Chief of the Air Staff celebrated Salah in Maiduguri with the frontline troops on 20 July 2021. On the 31st of August 2021, the induction into the Nigerian Air Force inventory of A-29 Super Tucano multi-role aircraft in a colorful event was conducted in Abuja under the leadership of Air Marshal Oladayo Amao. The Chief of the Air Staff operational visit to Gusau on 14th of September 2021 gave the air company morale boost to further engage on the assigned mission. Operationally, the Nigerian Air Force has witnessed an increase in the number of its precision strikes, which has been attributed to the new platforms in its inventory, and most importantly, due to the direction and leadership acumen that Air Marshal Amao has brought to bear in the Nigerian Air Force. Building partnership and networking with international allies, the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Amao, visited the Royal Air Force, United Kingdom on 3rd November 2021. The Chief of the Air Staff attended the International Fighters Conference held in London on 5th November 2021. More winging of new pilots by the Chief of the Air Staff on 15th of December 2021. In the last 12 months, a total of 56 pilots and operators were winged by Air Marshal Amao. The capacity of the Nigerian Air Force Regiment was boosted with a graduation of 648 Regiment Special Forces and Regiment personnel in Bauchi on the 18th of December 2021. In the last 1 year, the Nigerian Air Force witnessed massive road constructions to improve access to units and buildings for accommodation and operational units. The year ended on a high note with the promotion and decoration on the 30th of December 2021 of 60 senior officers comprising 29 Air Vice Marshals and 31 Air Commodores, a feat which is unprecedented in the history of the Nigerian Air Force. The Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, appreciated the unwavering support of President Muhammadu Buhari to the Nigerian Air Force and the armed forces in general. He also charged the officers, airmen, airwomen, and the civilian staff to remain steadfast in their various duties. Nigerian Air Force, willing, able, ready.